moving Africa forward economically is the next frontier. So I just want to talk very briefly about that. Basically, I was born here. My family's from the Caribbean, but where did we come from? We come from Africa. So I've spent 40 years working to advance Africa and to link between people in the Caribbean, people in the diaspora and people in Africa. So I've done a lot of work around that. The last 15 years in particular, I've been in business, and I've worked with many, many different businesses. And one of the things we've dealt with, we've dealt with so many things on the African continent. Of course, we had colonialism, we've got now independence, all the rest of it. But the next frontier is economics. And I believe that the small business and the micro business sector is a vital part of that transformation. So what I did is, 15 years I've been in business, I've been doing coaching and training business owners for a franchise called Action Coach, working with different businesses across, mostly in London, but across England and in various places. And one of the things we found is that a lot of businesses are micro anyway, but particularly black-owned businesses are very small and couldn't always afford coaching programs. So what happens to them? They just struggle on their own. So I read a book called The Membership Economy. It's worth reading this, by the way. If anybody's got membership organizations, there's a lot of membership organizations. Read the book Membership Economy. In that book, I read that book about 4 years ago, and I said, I'm going to launch a club, a black business club for black-owned businesses. So that's what I did. And some of the people are here, I'll ask them to come forward in a bit. There's people who are supporting us as well. We'll do a photo op. But basically, we did that, and then we launched Ghana chapter. And then we had a social in Ghana in April this year. And then there was a conversation about why is it called black? Why is it called a black business club? Because in Ghana, everybody's black. So we realized that we need a name change. So we've made a strategic change. So I'm the founder of the Black Business Club, which will be a diaspora organization. And the Pan-African Business Club is part of the launch today. Kenya chapter will be now a Pan-African Business Club. So the whole point of it is to, people have mentioned BNI. I know BNI is in Kenya, right? I've been in BNI for 15 years, so I know about networking on steroids. BNI is basically the #1 business network in the world. But we also need a network between ourselves, where so many of the conversations we've had in the room, people are not well connected. So somebody wants to import, somebody's living in Kenya, wants to export to the UK, and finds barriers and not sure who to trust, how to work, who to work with, and gets frustration, especially when you're very small. If you're a big company, you can just ring the government, you can just contact Keir Starmer, whoever. When you're a massive government, you can just ring government, and they'll sort everything out for you. When you're a small micro business, you can't just contact the government and ask them to help you. It doesn't work like that. You don't have the access, and if you don't know who to contact, you're just frustrated. And we know about also importing or exporting to Africa, we have the other issues. You know, you have your goods at port, somebody's holding it, they won't let you go unless you give them a little handshake. Somebody else, you have to know somebody else to get it released. This is not, we can't do business like this. So one of the things we want to do is have a network of business owners across the African continent by having chapters in each of the African countries where we can do business with each other. So like yourselves, a lot of you are diaspora and Kenyans here and Kenyans at home. And to do business with each other, we want to create a structure that makes that easy to do.